Hello, my name is Joseph Eichelberger, fishing guide here in beautiful Southwest Colorado. We're going to talk about the new generation of the Korkers series of boots with the Omnitrax interchangeable soles. Here on the banks of a local tailwater, we are in full runoff. It's about May 20th, and most of our streams are in runoff condition. This stream is fishable due to it comes out of a reservoir. And also that helps me select my soles for my boots, because being a tailwater, it has a decent amount of algae growth on the rocks that make them quite slippery. So today I chose my sole system for the Korkers is an Omnitrax Klingon sole with carbide studs in it to grip through that algae into the rocks. The things that I like about the Korkers boot system, the interchangeable soles. You have multiple soles to choose from for different fishing circumstances, different fisheries. Locally we have one fishery that's in runoff right now that between the two forks and the main stem of the river, there's 3 different sole combinations that work for each fishery. Today, being here on this small tailwater, this is the best sole selection for this tailwater. The other thing that Korkers is well known for is the use of the BOA system, lacing system on their boots, which is a stainless steel cable, the lifetime warranty, makes it really easy and quick to get your boots on and off. The thing I like about the efficiency of being able to get your boots on and off quick is, being a fishing guide and being a fish bum, I would say, I spend a lot of time on the water. The less time I spend gearing up, the more time I spend on the water catching fish. So to be able to slide these boots on, they open very wide. Slide your foot right in, no prying or trying to wedge your feet in, no pulling on laces, trying to get it tight. Slide your foot in, push the button down. It has a higher gear ratio than the older generation of Korkers boots, so it takes less turns to crank it down. As for putting the soles on, really simple, a lot easier than older styles. There's no tool required anymore. You have these barbs in the front that lock into the front of the boot. Just slide those in, and then you have these barbs on the sides that lock up into these holes right up in here. All you do is push it down. So it makes it really easy that every footstep that you take, you're just locking your soles back in. Where other models, if the sole come out, you may have to use a tool to pop it back in. You just pop the sole in. There's 6 points to help hold it in, and then you have this rubber tab on the back. You just pull up, lock it all in, and the soles are locked in nice and good. You have full coverage the whole way around of a stream tread for wading, so you don't have any harder rubber or anything on the sides that may be slippery on certain rocks on a weird angle. So you have full coverage of this tread for wading. For a lot of you may have noticed, because I noticed similar things, these boots are a little moist. For your invasive species people that worry about invasive species, the Korkers are a great boot, because there's so many features that help drain the boot and dry the boot so that you're not transferring invasive species from one fishery to another. As I said, you notice they're in a little dam. I happened to be fishing the same watershed yesterday, so I'm not worried about transferring invasive species, because I haven't went from one watershed to another. I fished the same watershed yesterday. But the nice features with these boots to help dry them out faster and shed off any invasive species that may be in the boots or on the boots is you have this nice smooth coating. Water sheds off, most debris shed off pretty easily. You know, these boots are fairly worn. I got these boots in October. I wore these boots over 110 times since October. So they've had quite a lot of miles on them. And as I said earlier, the efficiency of being able to go from fishery to fishery just by changing your soles to match the conditions that you're wading in, and the efficiency, the speed to get ready to get that hour of fishing in the evening, you know, that's what gives me the ability to get 100+ days on the water in an 8-month period of time. And actually in the winter, and here in Colorado, where, you know, weather conditions dictate the days that you can fish. With the invasive species thing, we have drain holes here at the bottom that help drain water out, help get your boots dry and clean a lot sooner than a lot of other boot or footwear manufacturers. The holes that your barbs click into also drain from the inside of the boot. Inside of the boot you have your sole, or your insole, that has drain holes all through it. Also, if you look inside of the boot, if you can see on camera here, there's drain holes inside of the boot, right in the sole. Gravity pulls things down, water drains out, and any invasive species, spores and whatnot, it will drain out more effectively than your average wading boot. You also have your drain holes on the side, and this also eliminates a lot of weight issues. For me, weight's a big issue with wading boots. I spend a lot of time walking around, climbing these mountains around here to go fish in the guide. And the amount of days I put on the water every year, you know, that's a lot of weight that I'm pulling around, and it's slowing me down, and I'm not catching as many fish because I'm not in the water as often with other boots. You know, I'm taking my time here because of the video, so that everyone can see everything nice and clear, and we can talk, you know, I can discuss it. You know, normally I'd be on the water by now. Another nice feature that Korkers added for these models is your gravel guard hook. This little metal D-ring right here. A lot of you that fish quite often might have that problem with other boots where you hook onto your laces, and next thing you know, your laces are worn out because that metal ring on your gravel guard is grinding on your laces as you're walking. So that was another very minimal addition that's actually very important and will extend the life of your boot. So we'll just put everything together here real quick to kind of show you kind of how fast you can put everything together and get geared up and hit the water. How easy they slide on, no prying, no messing around. It opens so wide you just step right into them. Push the button down. Much easier than just tying your shoes. Snug down nice and tight. Pull your gravel guard down, hook it onto that D-loop. Ready to go fishing.